Alright everyone, awesome. Welcome back for part 3, the install. So these are the batteries that I have in here now. These are Interstate Group 24s. Still a lot of life left in them, but I'm looking to get a little more out of the 6 volts. This is a mess, all these wires. I got to do something with that. Believe it or not, this is actually how the manufacturer actually when I picked it up from the dealership, this is how it was installed, minus this one here. This one here goes to a water pump that I use for filling the tanks when boondocking. I'm going to be removing that for now. So I'm going to take all these wires off, remove these batteries completely with the boxes, get the new boxes in, and start cleaning up some of these wires. Now always remove your ground first. And make sure you're not plugged into shore power. You want everything off. I don't know why we need so many grounds when you can just ground to the chassis. But hey, it is what it is. We'll fix that. Alright, so we got the new batteries in place here. We're going to start cleaning up these wires. But another good thing about the golf cart batteries is they have the same footprint as your standard RV batteries that you see there. They're just a little bit taller. Alright, let me show you something here. This is ridiculous. I have it hooked up and everything's working fine, but I'm using this circuit breaker for the main power to the camper. That came with the unit. I have an auxiliary fuse here for an auxiliary pump that I use. I have the breaker here for the power tongue. The solar positive coming in, solar negative coming in from the charge controller. This is a mess. I can't stand it. But I'm racking my brain trying to figure out how to clean it up. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put an auxiliary box on the side. Run everything into a distribution panel and change it up. I don't like the way this looks all just kind of tucked in under the battery covers. I don't know why they did it this way. It's always been this way. Even when I put the other batteries on, I took the other 6-volt batteries off and put these on, but I just never got around to doing it. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to get around to doing it this week either, the way this week's going. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Time is running out. I have to be at work in an hour, and I have to get this buttoned up and the propane tank back on. I have the other 3 tanks in the truck to get filled. I hate leaving it like this. But, you know something, everything's fused, everything's good, so it's not a safety issue. But it is a mess. Alright, well, looks much better when the covers are on. But this will bother me now. Not that I'm OCD or anything, but I like things to be a little more tidy. I know I'm dwelling on it. When you're out boondocking or you're doing things like this for yourself, having everything neat, you know, the wires neat, knowing where every wire goes, everything's labeled, just makes troubleshooting problems so much easier. But these will do for now. We will have plenty of power and 5 days and counting. Alright, well, the conclusion of the batteries is in. Okay, so both 6-volt batteries have been hooked up and running. Today I just got back from the 11 nights boondocking in a very sunny site, so use that for reference. You guys saw how I had it set up with the inverter, the 750 watt inverter on top, modified sine wave. We use that to run all sorts of stuff, primarily the rice cooker and the ice machine, which ran flawlessly. I mean, it was great. The only thing is I didn't want to do was leave the ice machine running on cloudy days. You know, it does draw a lot of power, and there was really no need to. And also our need for ice on the days that it was cooler and cloudy were less, so it kind of worked out well. But to be able to plug that in, make ice for drinks, margaritas, daiquiris, things like that, was just, it was awesome. It was well worth the hassle of bringing in the ice maker, you know, especially for a trip this long. 11 days is, you know, it's a significant trip. To buy ice every day, that would have been, you know, significant additional cost as well. I mean, let's face it, $2 a bag of ice doesn't go far, especially when it's 100 degrees outside. So yeah, this concludes the battery install video. I wanted to do it after the unit was actually running, so that I could report back on how it actually fared. Now, I still have not cleaned up the wiring, and I will plan on doing that shortly. If not this summer, then this fall, before the unit gets sold. This RV here, this pop-up will be listed probably the end of September. I will start listing it on RV Trader, eBay, and Craigslist. And then on to the next stage. Alright guys, well, this is Blacktop Boondocker signing out. It's sad to be home, but here I am. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Be safe.